Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. This is a Ghosts of Saltmarsh Patreon Greyhawk campaign featuring all of these lovely Patreons that are part of our community. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Because of them, everything that we do here is possible. Thank you so much for keeping the lights on. Really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You can use ! Patreon in the chat to see what you can get for being a Patreon. You can also find all episodes of Secrets of Saltmarsh and our other campaigns on our YouTube. You can use ! YouTube at any point to also get that link there. If you would like to interact with this game, there are a couple ways that you can do so. You can redeem for free a blessing in the chat using the chat points from lurking, hanging out, doing little chit-chats, all that stuff, to the player of your choice for a pocket advantage or a reroll that they can use at a moment of their choice. Or if you like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things. You might make them cry, you might make them happy. They're underwater in the middle of nowhere right now, so terrible things could happen. We shall find out what sort of terrible things could happen. We're going to go ahead and go around and reintroduce everyone at the table. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and give us a fun little fact about your character. And we'll start with Emma!
Hi, it's me, Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. Or I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches, and you can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. A fun fact about my character, whose name is Arlen Ruvaloth. Surprise, surprise, she's actually not a really accomplished adventurer. She's faking it till she has made it, and now she's just lying to stay there.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Please check out All the Witches. You can find the link there in chat. Very, very cool. If you want to see all the witches being played, we actually had a sponsored one-shot, and you can check it out on the YouTube. This was very, very fun. We also had an additional beach episode. You should check those out. Thank you very much. We'll head on over to GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. Glad to be here. Love D&D. D&D is good for you. D&D is good for me. Let's play some D&D. Can't find me anywhere but here. I'm here every Wednesday when we have a chance to play. I am playing KayBee, or Kiss Me Bright Bloom. KayBee is a house spirit, a Finadiri, or a brownie you might call them. And he is an artificer and a wizard. He's a artificer, battlesmith, and a wizard blade singer. He's hundreds of years old and less than 3 feet tall. And he also loves playing all the witches. Play all the witches.
Thank you very much. We'll hop on over to GodfatherWraith.
Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith V_ESG. You can call me just Wraith, Godfather, Tim, pretty much anything you want except late for dinner. So I play Garen. He's just your average, ordinary, everyday rogue who's really good at making things dead.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't think of anything creative, so.
Wonderful. Perfect. We'll head on over to Indicarus. Unfortunately, John's not available here today. We are thinking of him and hope that they can join us soon. You can find ND's stuff at Indicarus all over the internet. The links are there in the chat. And then we'll pop on over to Zombie.
Hello. Before we get to me, please go check out Indicarus's itch.io. He always promotes it every time he's here. Go check it out. Really awesome content. Awesome. So, hello. I am Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. And what are the names that to call me? I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but up to your own discretion. Today I play Finn Carson, who is a ranger researcher. One thing about Finn is that he is a very caring kind of person. He very much is one of those people who will try to defend what he can, who he can with his party. And I think it has been shown over the last little while that he's trying to prove himself to not only the party, but to himself that he can do the thing. And so, yeah, and hopefully he will survive the water. Yeah, and then if you want to, and you're so inclined to, follow me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. You will see the promo videos for this game and the other game that I am part of. which I can promote at the end of this episode. And also in that tweet, on that tweet or Twitter, you can find a pinned tweet made by the lovely Lady May. Go check out Lady May. Lady May is amazing. That is my business card. I do Twitch clipping, I do audio editing, I do video editing. If you or anybody else you know wants that service, I am available. Please come give me money.
Excellent. And before we hop in, you might notice something very special right here next to me on the overlay. Oh, let me make it real big so you can have a good look at him. Thank you so much to Zombie for commissioning this art of Tully, the one and only. Yes. Oh, hold on. I can.
Oh.
Mwah! I gave Tully a kiss.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to Fabs. Fabian is an awesome artist. Go support him. Go do the things. He also does a lot of awesome content on Bad House RPG right here on Twitter. Or Twitch. You should also go follow.
Yeah. Check out Rockets and Pens. Awesome.
Rockets and Pens, yes.
As we dive right back into it, essentially what had happened was we made preparations to set off towards the Sahagan Fortress. On the way there, we have decided to make a pit stop at the Blue Hole. And it is there that we began an investigation of this supernatural landmark, this very strange place. And there we engaged in battle with a number of marrow and a sea hag. They were dispatched quite easily, and we have made the decision to continue to swim downwards. We open our session on the water. Tully begins to throw scraps of his sandwich overboard towards the dire seal that has left the sea lily and followed the small rowboat out towards the edge of the Blue Hole here. And it is here that he looks over and will say that Pole will swim up instead of joining the rest of you. And Pole will begin to climb into the boat and will remain safe for the remainder of the session.
I wonder how things are going down there. What do you think they're going to find?
Tully casts a glance back towards the Blue Hole. The shapes of you are no longer visible as you continue to swim down, down, down. What do we see as you are swimming? I do believe that, Arlen, you have on the aura that gives others the ability to see in the dark.
Yes. And I have to swim slower so that everybody can keep that. And it's really... it's not super annoying to Arlen, but it's kind of one of those things where you're walking with a friend who's like super slow and you consciously have to think about like going slower when she wants to like continue racing down to get to stuff faster.
That's called love.
You would know.
I can totally relate.
It's just like when you're walking with someone and they walk slower than you, but they walk in front of you. Like on the sidewalk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awful. But the group of you are swimming together, and you see that the hole just continues to go down, down, down. Arlen, you could estimate that perhaps this goes as much as 1,000 feet down, and the group of you definitely could not even skim in the hundreds, the later hundreds, if you were to continue downward. The pressure would be too much. The group of you are sustained by 20 minutes of the magical kelp. And while that might sustain your breath, there are other elements at play here too. You have all of your equipment weighing you down, and you will feel some measure of fatigue if you continue going, as you don't really have anything propelling you forward.
We saw stuff though, right? There was dark shapes.
Yes, there were dark shapes. You had seen that there was evidence of a wreckage of some kind. The front half of a boat sundered into multiple pieces, some of which have fallen into the various beds of kelp that grow out of the edges of the Blue Hole here. And in general, as you are going down, you do find the occasional barrel here, a crate here. That's definitely a corpse of someone that used to be on this ship. There's a flag. It's completely destroyed from the salt and the water, and completely uncharacteristic at this point. And it gets to a point where the group of you realize if you want to get to the bottom, you will need more resources than you have. And you reach a point where if you keep going, you're not going to have enough time or breath to go up. But before we decide anything, can I get perception checks from everybody?
I would love to give you a perception check.
Arlen, you get to do this at advantage.
Woo!
KayBee with a 3, Garen with a 29, Arlen 19. Oh, and Finn with a 12. Okay, yes. So, Garen and Arlen, you both are able to perceive a change in the current. There are natural currents that occur underwater, and most of them might be subtle unless there is a very distinct tide or a tunnel that might form. But the water pulls in a direction, and you get the sense that there might be a cave somewhere nearby the water is emptying into.
Let's go check out this cave, and then if there's nothing in there, we can go back up. I say under the water completely fine, but the rest of you probably can't speak underwater very well.
Well, you have consumed magical kelp, so you can breathe the water normally. It's going to be totally fine. You can.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. In general, talking underwater, even if you can breathe underwater, it is a little bit muffled just because of the way that sound travels, but you can hear each other fine.
Okay, we're gonna check out the cave.
Okay. So the group of you begin to head towards the direction that this draft of water is heading towards, and you press between a bed of kelp, pushing them aside, and you find what is the crack in the side of the blue hole's cliff face, and you begin to swim. You find that you enter into a tunnel that is very, very narrow, and you have to go in single file. Eventually, it begins to curve upwards, and you find that it opens into a chamber where there is a pocket of air. As the group of you surface, you can see that there are a number of tunnels that lead further in. You seem to have found an underwater cave system.
How many tunnels are there that we could realistically venture down?
There seems to be 2 in this room.
Is it time to split the
right.
party?
No, we shouldn't do that, I don't think. But I think just kind of looking between the 2 caves. The left one.
In case it affects your decision any, the left one is a little rounder, the right one is a little taller.
The left one.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Zombie said no.
Oh no, Garen, you're split between 2 screens now.
No, hold on, can
Oh
I?
no.
I can hold you in place. Oh, there you are. Okay, hold on. We're fixing it live.
I was like, why is everything so silent? And then I realized, oh,
Zoom went bye-bye.
Okay, perfect.
Zoom went no.
No worries, no worries. So Arlen suggests that you go into the left cave.
Okay.
As a group of you listen, you don't hear anything. You might hear the occasional drip, drip, drip of water and the sloshing of the ocean below you.
Kind of scan the area for any evidence of passage, wet footprints, markings of on the wall, scratches, creature marks, that kind of stuff. Kind of explore the nature of the space, if you would,
Okay, go ahead and roll me a survival check here.
or a nature check.
Or a nature check. Yeah,
Okay,
go
cool,
for
cool,
it.
cool.
22. Damn. Did you want the nature because it has the plus 10?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's what
fair
I'm,
enough.
I do what I'm good at.
You notice quite obviously that there are these deep grooves in the ground along the walls of the tunnel. You see the left one has more of these giant scrapes, where the left one has fewer.
Looks like that could be like creature claws. What kind of creature has got claws like that? I don't know, like a walrus? I don't know. What do you think, Arlen? You know, aquatic life.
That's true. Looking at these markings, do I get a sense for things at all?
Go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Yes, nature, the thing I'm very good at.
We compare notes. I try to help.
Do I get advantage because I'm from under the sea?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Little Mermaid comes out this month, y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
support.
that did pop into my brain as soon as you said it.
10.
10.
That's a cool 10.
Cool 10. Okay. As you are looking at them, it's definitely some kind of large creature. The number of creatures that are this size that bear this sort of distinguishing marking are few in number. It must be some kind of lizard, maybe a dragon.
It's probably a dragon. Which we've always talked about how you all wanted to kill a dragon. So I can show you the ropes.
No, I think that was you that talked about that, but and while
Maybe
they're
they're cool, maybe-
analyzing,
Maybe they don't want to fight.
while they're analyzing, can I, Garen, try to perceive any other information?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Oh, survival.
Oh, perception. Wow, that's a crit. Nat 20.
Yeah, they're the same modifier, so
Just a cool 30.
yeah.
Okay. You notice that this chamber has not been accessed in a very long time. Oh,
Oh no,
uh-oh.
and we lost him again.
So, yes, there are deep gouges in the stone and dirt here. You continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Garen would chime in though, because he did get that perception check right before break. Whatever it is, it's either dead or I don't know, maybe he hasn't been here a while. Nothing's moved in this cave for a long time.
All right, well, we can see if anything was left behind. Maybe there's something to plunder.
Everybody get your pokies out.
Okay. You begin to head down the left channel, and as you do, you begin to hear a strange sound. It goes, and it vibrates off of the walls. Perhaps some sort of large sleeping beast.
Or it's sleeping.
As
Garen,
you
can you
say
go check what it is?
Will do.
that- Ooh. Do you want to scout ahead by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say Garen is feeling kind of determined now, and so he uses his stealth from his new feat, Shadow Touched.
Ooh, can you describe to me what that looks like?
Yes. So as Garen is heading off, if anybody's paying attention, he turns kind of a dark black, and then that all fades and seems to dissolve into nothing as he turns invisible. But he has a total of 29 stealth.
Wow, that's very cool. Okay, you begin to head into what looks like a large chamber. there is water pooling here as well, and you get the sense that there might be another exit out into the ocean from this place, as the tunnel that you traversed was completely dry. As you enter here, you see that the pool is quite large. It's up to about 50 feet in diameter, and you can tell from the... Oh. You don't have dark vision.
That's right. He's too far away from Ireland now.
I
You
guess
want to
maybe he's a little bit in front of the party.
Darkness all around.
Yeah,
It's
So,
dark.
it's
and
dark.
Sweat.
Garen's turning around now.
Okay. All right. We'll just say that the party joins you. If the party wants to be stealthy, I will need stealth checks from everybody, please.
I'm good at those, I think.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not good at those.
I had advantage on.
Ooh. Okay, well, we'll do this as a group check. Oh, geez. Okay, that was a 29 from Garen, a 20 from KayBee, an 8 from Finn, and a 5 from Arlen. All right. Overall, you find that there are quite a few steps that you're taking, that there's a moment where Arlen's armor scrapes against the wall, and Finn, your equipment kind of bangs against another wall at one point as well, and it echoes off into this chamber, but it doesn't seem to be enough to stir whatever creature lies within. As you enter into this chamber, you can see that the water, from the way that it's gathered, it must go quite deep. And you see that there's a ripple coming from between the rocks, the source of the sound, whatever it must be.
Hmm.
Garen's gonna point to the water. Do you think down there, he whispers?
Hmm.
Arlen just nods her head. And because she's being so stealthy, she's gonna go up to the edge of the water and stick her head in.
Okay, I love it. Yes, you do. You do that exact thing. Can I get a perception check from you at advantage?
I would love to give you a perception check from me at advantage.
14. How far does your dark vision go? It goes like 120 feet, right?
It's like 200 feet.
Okay, you definitely see it then. You see the body of some kind of large serpentine creature here towards the outcropping of rocks. All you see is an extremely long neck and a head resting on some of the rocks, maintaining the breathing as it slowly breathes in and out. Most of its mass is hidden behind the rocks.
Now that I see it, do I recognize what this could be?
It might be a dragon.
I knew it.
Maybe.
Arlen looks back and just mouths dragon.
Garen's got his bow ready now.
Arlen's gonna like slap the water.
Oh boy.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh no.
What song are you playing?
We will rock you. That's easy enough to do underwater.
We
right?
will rock you, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say
Boom, boom.
Bad Romance. from
Bad
Lady
Romance.
Gaga.
Ba 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 ba. Yeah.
Okay, you start slapping the water. As you do, there's movement as whatever this creature is begins to stir. First, you see its head slowly sliding across the rock to look over in your direction. It snuffs. It has a large, boxy, serpentine face, and its golden eyes glitter in the darkness as it perceives you and the rest of the party. Without another sound, it slowly slips back underneath the water.
How large is this space?
About 110 by 110. The pool of water is about 60. The squares are 5 feet.
So did we see this creature in the water? I mean, was it apparent to the rest of us as well?
Something begins to move. You can see ripples over the surface.
I throw my drift globe out, and it floats out over the pond, and it'll hover there, illuminating the area as if by a daylight spell.
Okay, yeah. As the orb sends a cascade of light throughout the room, you see this dark silhouette, this long, slender body, and you realize very quickly that's no dragon. Mm-mm.
What is it, Arlen?
As the area fills with bright light.
What is it, Stella?
It's got too
It's
many heads to be a dragon.
No!
I need everyone to roll initiative. Please make sure you select your tokens.
Gonna replace my token with my new token. Bam. There's my new token.
Yay.
Woo. All right. Yeah. Arlen, as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, fuck, that's definitely a Hydra.
Oh,
Hell
it's
yeah.
a Hydra, close to a dragon.
That's not a dragon.
I'll help you kill this as well.
Oh,
One,
I don't know if I've
two,
ever seen a Hydra in person before.
oops.
What do I know about Hydras?
Ooh, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Can I do that too, please?
I was like,
I'm loving these tens. I'm
Can I
gonna
al-
roll physical
Yeah,
dice from
anybody
now
can
on.
roll. It's fine.
hell yeah.
Oh, but
Yes.
you know what?
Book
Maybe
learning. Go book
maybe
learning.
Garen knows something.
Damn. Okay, Arlen with a 10 nature, KayBee with an 18, Finn with a 21, Garen with a 13. Okay,
Research.
yeah. Hydras are large, they are huge monstrosities, and they are known to characteristically have multiple heads. They are ravenous creatures that will destroy without any restraint, and they are generally considered devious beasts. We'll say that Finn, you know that fire has a way of harming a Hydra in ways that might prove beneficial. How do you know so much about Hydras?
I think a lot of what I believe Finn knows about things is before he joined the group and everything else, he did a lot of learning. So he went to library, different other studies, and just studied up on all kinds of different things. It started with zombies, and it featured out to all kinds of, dragons, hydras, all these different creatures. He thought, maybe I'll bump into one of these one day. So he probably doesn't have knowledge of every one of them, but he does certain ones. And this one obviously stood out to him because it's multiple heads, and I want to know the weakness of this. So
Yeah.
that's how probably Finn knows.
Okay, yes. We'll say Yes, Arlen?
I just want chat to know, you told us during the break that we could romance whatever monster was in here. I'm struggling
what
to
I
see
say.
how we would romance a Hydra and what that would look like.
I think
mean,
So,
only
there's-
one in the party that could have done it would be Pool.
yeah.
So true.
do we know our Hydra's good kissers? They got lots of lips.
Yeah.
I mean, is there
Do
one head
lizards
for-
have lips?
They don't. No, they have no lips. They just have teeth. Yeah. I mean, I imagine each head has its own personality. So
There you go.
Top of the order is KB. This Hydra, all of the heads look hungry.
They all
Nom
look
nom.
hungry. Alrighty then.
Yeah, romance at your own peril, I guarantee nothing.
Oh,
How deep is the water where the Hydra is?
It looks like it could have gone perhaps 60, 70 feet down.
And the Hydra is currently on the surface, correct?
Yes, it has breached the surface of the water.
Okay. Yeah, seeing that it's snarling and snapping, and it looks like it's going to try and take a bite out of us. KayBee starts his turn by, with a bonus action, he unleashes his blade song. And what that looks like for a blade singer is looks like a martial kata, you know, a maneuver that you do at the beginning of a fight to kind of hype yourself up and get you ready. And for KayBee being a blade singer and a battlesmith, it's very technical. It's all about what he knows and how he knows it is manifest in his skill with his weapons as a blade singer. So it's a lot of angular movements. Everything is calculated. It's geometric. His trident spins around in every direction. He goes into his kata, his stance, and then he flings this thing out across the space. Let me see how far we are. Sure, I'm in range, 45 feet. So I think I actually want to get closer. So I'm going to get right up to the edge of the water. I want to get as close as possible. And even a little bit into the water as long as I don't lose my footing. And I unleash the trident. And as this thing darts out and hopefully hits the creature.
I'll say that you're in the shallow here, but if you're to head any deeper, because you're 3 foot tall,
I'll be swimming.
you'll be
right?
swimming. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So the trident flies out, and it's one-handed, 10 points of damage. Is it only 10? Yeah, it's only 10 points of damage. And then as soon as it hits, assuming a 29 hits,
Yep. Armor class is 15.
it disappears and reappears in my hand, and I throw it again for my second attack.
Okay. Very good.
And then it'd be 12 points on the second attack.
All right, very good. So that's a total of 22 points. As your trident goes slashing, piercing, stabbing into the creature, you see all 5 heads rear up and they roar in a chorus of wailing over you, and it reverberates off of the walls of this chamber, shaking it violently, piercing your ears.
Leave my friends alone.
Anything else for you?
That's my turn.
All right, Garen, it is your turn.
All right. Well, since Garen had invisibility, he definitely has surprise on the Hydra.
Oh, yes.
So he's going to fire with his bow. And because of Assassinate, if it hits, it crits. Oh, it did crit.
Oh, it crits. Yes, absolutely.
So-
Okay.
Their double crit, is that a thing?
No. Okay, let's do some quick maths. 14 plus 19 plus 7 plus 2. 9,
33, 9, 42.
And
42.
Piercer, I'm going to re-roll one of those ones.
Okay.
And also get the extra die 6 for the crit.
Okay.
So that's an extra 6 damage.
Okay. So that will be 48. Damn, dude. Okay.
Nice solid hit.
Yes. As you do to describe what this looks like as you are shooting this, and you take out one of the heads.
So, Garen... Oh, if he takes out a head, you know Garen's doing his characteristic kill. Even though he's not dead. But yeah, he draws the bow, and then everyone just all of a sudden sees Garen reappear as he looses the arrow. It flies straight out and hits the Hydra one of the heads right in the eye, causing the head to rear back and fall back behind it.
Yeah, you see the entire shape of this creature wrench with the weight as it falls into the water, completely defeated, and it roars again in retaliation. Anything else for you? Do you want to move?
Nope.
Okay. Arlen, it is your turn.
Arlen. I'm in a tricky spot because I don't have many spell slots left. Think what I'm going to do is, as a bonus action, I'll put my Hexblade's Curse on it, which will deal extra damage to it when I do it, like attacks and damage. And then I'm gonna go into the water, right up next to it,
Yeah.
and I'm going to hit it with my club.
Okay.
Armor
class 15.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll using physical die now because the digital die don't like me today.
No worries. Go for it.
My physical die don't like me very much either today. That's an 11.
All right.
No, a 13.
13. I think you find here that the creature is a lot more wily than you would have originally expected. As it is in the water, it is extremely agile.
That's fine. That's fine. That's going to be my turn.
All right. It is now the Hydra's turn. It has a multi-attack. Oh, hold on. Why is this whispering? I hate that so much.
Somehow I'm not surprised it has multi-attack.
I guess to attack as many times as it has heads. So it has 4 heads remaining. These are all going to be directed at Arlen.
Perfect. Exactly as I planned.
Do you have any cards? I don't think you do.
No.
Double check.
My armor class is 16.
Oh no, that's not great. All right,
No.
here we go. Bite 1, bite 2, bite 3, bite 4. 2 of those hit. A 16 and a 19. You take a total of 16 piercing damage. You swim deftly out of the way, dodging 2 of them, but you maneuver sideways right into the jaws of the other 2.
Great. I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke at a 2nd level.
Ooh, okay.
So as it bites into me, you all just see the water light up this kind of bright red suddenly as you see flames kind of erupting inside one of its mouths, and it's going to take 3d10 fire damage.
Wow.
It is 19 points of fire damage.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Very good.
All according to Keikaku.
As this fire washes over it, you see the fire crackles over its skin and there's steam roiling off of its body. Seems as if this has had an effect on it. At the end of its turn, it is supposed to heal as at the end of its turn, it grows 2 heads for each of the heads that die since its last turn, unless it's taken fire damage. You see that as the head that has flopped over and died gets washed over by this crackle of flame, that it does not rejuvenate. Thank you, GeekDice, for the 5 card draws. I'm gonna give that last card to the Hydra because
No, that's for John.
that's for John.
It's for Dickers when he returns.
All right, we'll
I
save
thought it was
the-
5 cards for Z.
No, this is not the game where I'm the
Nothing.
card collector. This is not the game for the card collector.
It's not a collectibles game.
We'll start with Arlen. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Ooh, okay. KayBee.
Stop.
Garen.
Well, since we know Stella's gotten better at shuffles, it's not fun to make her wait anymore. Stop.
Yeah.
I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, y'all. Okay. Finn.
You know, it's really funny. I'm not used to this whole thing, so I gotta like think for a second here. Stop.
The context is that Zombie has like 7 pending cards in the Frost Maiden game.
Yes. This
Okay.
this particular game is not a card collecting game, but I feel like it's gonna both become one. So
All right. I have to make a note here that I need to give John a pull. Okay. Excellent. All right. At the end of its turn. All right. That is all that happens. It is now Finn's turn. You see that this creature is completely engaged with Arlen.
Oh, so it is romanceable.
All eyes on you,
I'm
baby.
so funny.
55 feet away.
Quick, roll me 4 persuasion rolls, 1 for each head.
Okay.
I was joking, but okay.
I'll.
We'll see what happens. 20, 14, 23, 14.
Wow.
This is where the rolls come in. I got it. Easy.
Okay. I'll think about it. But it's now Zombie's turn.
Yep. So the creature is far enough away. I don't think I can reach to it in time. So I'm gonna go 30 feet where I'm standing. Get into the water.
Okay.
So I'll use the bowl mic. God dang it. Wrong one. Stop it. There we go. I'm gonna get, I think right here is about 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
And wait, how much do I got? I got 35. So I can do boop. And then, does my walking, do I still get an action? Even though I walked all the...
Yeah. So you have
Okay.
1 regular action left, yeah.
So, because I don't think I'm close enough to hit it with my bat yet, I'm going to instead use my hunter's mark on it.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, you cast your hunter's mark on it, but it is not in melee range of you.
Nope. Next turn it will be, but I want extra stuff.
Okay. You can use your action to move yourself up if you want, but then
Oh.
you're in range of getting hit by the heads.
It's fate. What the heck?
Okay. So you'll use your action to move additional spaces.
Oh yeah, because hunter's mark's a bonus, right? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'll do that. Yep.
Okay. Excellent. KayBee, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Misty Step up on the thing's back. So as a bonus action, I go poof and I peer on its back and I shout out, "Everybody get some!" and then as my action, I'd seen what the flame had done to the creature. So as an action, I use Green Flame Blade, which is a cantrip, and as part of casting that, I can make a single melee attack. I want to do some fire damage of my own. I know that we need to bring the fire.
Okay, before you do that, I do want an acrobatics or athletics check from you to see if you can stay on the creature, because it's actively moving in this combat.
Excellent. Being a blade singer, I have advantage on
Hell
acrobatics.
yeah.
Yes. Bam. 15. Hopefully that's enough.
Okay, yes, absolutely.
Alrighty. So I unleash my my green flame blade. Hopefully do some fire damage with that. Wall of text. Yay. And let's give it a poke with the trident. Bam. I think
That
a
absolutely
29
hits.
might hit, making a single attack, so it'll be 13 points, and I get that extra fire damage, which is
Okay.
an extra 1d8. If it will... Dice, clicking, die 8.
Okay, that's an additional 3
Plus
damage.
my spellcasting ability modifier, which didn't include 7 more, so that'd be 10, be 23 points.
Okay,
to
very
include fire.
good. You see this crackle go over its skin, steam rises up, And in the closeness of this creature, KayBee, you can smell the stink of deep, still water, algae, and you find that it is very difficult to maintain your hold on top of this creature. It is extremely slimy, extremely slippery, but you somehow manage to stay your spot.
There is gonna get you.
It's my turn.
Okay. Garen, it is now your turn again.
All right. So Garen is going to sacrifice his move to give himself advantage with steady aim, and he's going to fire again.
Okay. Oh, those are snake eyes.
Ouch.
Wow.
Seriously?
I think Garen has a blessing.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
So,
I can
yeah, you can re-roll one time.
Okay.
It'll literally anything you roll will.
If it's
literally be
another
better.
nat 1,
Oh my god, see,
Yeah.
I would cry.
Okay, it's a
All
14.
14. Still not enough though.
Yeah.
You said it was 15 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
You find as KayBee is riding it like you see bulls rode at rodeos, something like that.
I'm holding on to my trident that's pierced into its back.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. You see that KayBee is flailing around, and perhaps this might steal your aim a little bit. You don't want to hit KayBee, and it's a very slippery target in general.
Yeah. Yeah, Garen has always cared more about KayBee, so I could see that.
Cool. Arlen, it is your turn.
my turn. I'm gonna try to hit it with my club again.
All right.
That's better than last time. That's a 16.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so it's gonna be 6 points of bludgeoning plus 4 from my Hexblade's curse.
Okay.
So 10.
Excellent. As you smack your bludgeoning weapon across the face of one of the other skulls of the Hydra, you hear an audible crack, and it goes slack-jawed, and it splashes into the water beside you. So it now only has 3 heads remaining.
Nice, nice, nice.
Anything else for you?
I'm gonna try to draw its attention to me again.
Okay. How do you want to do that? What do you say? What do you do?
I point and laugh at the head that I just knocked out. I'm trying to make it angry
Okay.
and make it snip at me.
Okay. Excellent. At the beginning of the Hydra's turn, it will, in fact, look at you, Arlen.
I'm over here.
It will utilize its multi-attack, and it will try to bite at you 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 25
One
will
hits.
hit. Yep. So you take 8 piercing damage, and at the end of its turn...
I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke
Ooh, okay.
at a 2nd level again.
Okay.
So that'll be another 3d10 of fire damage. 28 points of fire damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
Let's go!
As your Hellish Rebuke washes over it, you see another head go out. It only has 2 heads remaining. Okay. As it's thrashing around, deathly wailing, KayBee, its body begins to throw itself around in a frenzied rattle. And you find that its long tail slaps at you. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
I was 27.
Excellent. You take the blow of the tail, and you're able to stand strong, and you are still on the back of this creature here. Finn, it is your turn.
Okay. I think Finn is going to pull out his great club and give it a whack.
Hell yeah. Okay. A 10 is a miss.
Sure.
But you do have multiple attacks at this
I
level.
do have a multiple attack, so I will try and swing again.
Okay, 20 will hit.
Hell yeah.
You do 5 bludgeoning damage, and then roll me Hunter's Mark. Okay, you did 1 additional damage. Very good.
Hooray.
You smash your club into the side of this creature, and you can tell that it is very old and very strong.
Oh. I think Finn at that point will just kind of like wind up his hands a little bit and just be like, all right, gonna make the second one count.
Okay. KayBee, it's your turn.
Now I'm going full bore. I spin the trident in the air, kind of like a baton above my head, and then I'm going deep at the base of the necks with the trident. You can take 2 pokes at it.
Okay, very good.
There's a 1. That's
Wow,
a crit.
that's a crit.
Okay, so 1 hand damage. 13 and 5 is 18. All
23.
the numbers, I'm not sure. Piercing critical, I think it's only 18 damage. Yeah, it's 13 and 5. It's 18. 18 points on the first one. And second attack
Okay.
also hits for 13 more. So it's
Okay.
31 points.
And this is green. Is this still green flame?
No, it's
blade?
not green flame. If I do green flame blade, I only get 1 attack instead of 2.
It has technically taken the fire damage from Arlen's Hellish Rebuke.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. It looks pretty messed up, but it still has 2 heads.
Cool. I go,
Anything-
woohoo! As a bonus action.
Garen, it is your turn.
All right. Well, hopefully Garen doesn't fail miserably at doing what he does best again, and he's going to sacrifice movement to get advantage.
Okay. 19 will hit.
That is 22. And nope, doesn't look like there's a 1 in those rolls. So yeah, 22 damage.
Okay. As one of the heads takes an arrow here, it flops down and splashes into the water. There's only 1 head remaining. Arlen, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to so I'm gonna attack with my club. That is a 23 to hit,
Okay, that hits.
and then that's going to be 8 plus 4, so 12 points of damage.
Describe to me how you fell this creature.
Yeah, I think it's still got some kind of like embers and burns on it from my like hellish rebuke, and everybody's just been clipping heads left and right. I've taken out a few myself, of course, and then as this last head is just snarling, about to bite towards me once again, I just kind of like batter up and like slam it, and the head flies to the side and falls, and the body lies still.
Yes, in fact, as the body begins to thrash and fall limply, KayBee, you find that you are on the other side of it. You begin to plunge into the water underneath the Hydra, and you're trying to scramble out of the way, but all of the heads begin to fall down almost like a cage in all directions all around you. The body pins you to the bottom of this well. You have drawn the Void card.
Nice. Thank you. I use Misty Step. I go poop. I
Okay.
go poop on the top.
Okay, well, we'll give everyone a reaction. So as this is happening, the group of you up top see that the Hydra has taken KayBee down with it.
I dive into the water. I
Yeah.
go swimming down.
Garen starts running towards the water.
KayBee, and he'll do the same thing.
Okay, yeah. So two of your friends begin to dive into the water, and poof, you appear in the water.
And then everybody's like this in the water. Oh no.
Where do you
What's-
resurface? In front of
what's-
them
what's
underwater or on top?
Yeah, I don't know. Just right at the surface, I guess. And I'm looking around and everybody's like got their head in the water and they're getting ready to jump in.
It's like, what's going on? Huh? Did you
Waffle.
Finn.
did you
or-
drop something?
Oh, KB. Yeah, we dropped you.
Yeah.
It's all good. I still got spell slots.
Oh, okay. Should have spawned 2 Hydras.
No. That's
No,
fine.
that's fine. Suddenly.
You hear as the body settles at the bottom of this basin, a silence washing over this chamber once more.
We should check for loot. I wonder if this is like
Yes.
its
I was-
lair and stuff.
I was going to also want to
Yes.
search for loot spell.
Garen
Yeah,
does
well-
as well.
While I'm down in the water, I'm just gonna take a poke around.
Okay, let me get investigation or perception checks from everybody.
I think I'm gonna go down and get it. See if I can get some kind of a trophy. I don't know how big. I don't know if we want a head. I don't know if there's a good recipe for like Hydra meat soup. I don't know.
Somebody
Oh.
gave me a blessing earlier, so I'm gonna use that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
That's
same
better.
if I
Okay.
may.
Sounds good, yeah. So it's gonna be a 20 perception from Garen, a 23 investigation from KayBee, a 14 from Finn, and an 18 from Arlen. Okay, so KayBee, you begin to swim down and you're looking at the Hydra itself. There's certainly a lot of meat. It's gonna be a little difficult to harvest it underwater, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take like a lot, but depending on how big a head is, maybe I'll take a head. Maybe we can mount it on the boat or something.
Okay.
And then
It
then
is
maybe
a
there's a
pretty
victory stick.
large creature. Like your body could slide down its neck, like into its throat. So on your own, you feel like it's probably going to take you like 15 minutes to hack this thing up underwater, which you know that you don't have the 15
Nope.
minutes.
True.
But if you wanted to
Okay.
pull out a few teeth, you could probably do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you can have 3 Hydra teeth.
Sweet. Thank you.
Okay. Up above, let's see. Garen, you're looking around with the 20 perception. You can find that there are evidence of corpses piled in different points of the cavern where their equipment had been spit out and thrown aside. You begin to peek through some ancient backpacks and you are able to find the equivalent of 80 silver. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
It's equivalent of 8 gold, but hey, money is money.
Money's money.
Yeah. Let's see. Arlen with the 18, are you underwater or okay.
Yeah, I'm underwater.
You find something kind of similar where there's evidence of what hasn't been digested by the creature on the floor of here. You don't necessarily find any treasure, but you do find an exit. And you find that it is clearly a way out of here, out into the ocean. However, if you exit through here, you might risk not surfacing near where Tully is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's pretty
Okay.
evident that this exit is the one that the Hydra was using.
Got it. Y'all swim back up. I found an exit, but I don't think we want to use that one.
Okay.
What did everybody else find?
Uh,
Got a hydra teeth.
got a handful of silver.
Right.
Large handful of silver.
Well, there is more to the cave that we can check out before we leave, but see, killing a hydra isn't that bad. I told you I would help you all figure it out.
Yes, it was. Also, I think it was also good that I remembered that it had a fire, just to be on the safe side. That it's
Absolutely.
Yes.
now we'll know that for next time.
Thanks for teaching us. We can do 2 next time.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's one of my favorite things when I was researching different monsters and creatures is finding out the little weaknesses and what has most commonly been. Oh, hydras are most commonly defeated with fire, and they're immune to it, they're weak to it, and others. So,
As
teach you all
you
more if you want.
say that, as you say that,
Mhm.
The mama hydra shows up.
Oh no!
no.
But also doesn't like fire, so it's fine.
I only have ominous music on this playlist.
You can fake us out with ominous music. That's fine.
Nah. Okay, here we go. Finn,
No.
you are remembering something as you are recalling the memories of your time studying said hydras. You remember reading that hydra teeth are particularly interesting reagents for spells. There's supposedly a potion that can be made out of ground hydra teeth that can help with the regeneration of limbs and just good health in general. It
Mhm.
is considered a potent sort of medicine.
Mhm.
Paint me a picture of what it looks like in the space where you learned such information. You have drawn the Urali card. We're going to have a little bit of a flashback here.
Oh boy. All right. So with Finn, it was oh, let's see if I can illustrate this with detail, but also kind of short. So the place he was at, I would think it was a nice kind of bustling town, where after his entire town was sort of ravaged and destroyed, I would say that he kind of found refuge in this city, and he found this like really big library, and within this library he was able to kind of learn about books or learn stuff from the books, reading books, and someone sort of kind of took a shining to him. And so kind of let him kind of stay there, helped feed, clothe him, such and such, make sure that he could kind of survive and live. And we'll say that sort of during this whole period of time, he was learning about different creatures, different monsters. And in that same notion, one of the days that he was learning about hydras and kind of he kind of like picked off books about dragons and hydras and different other kind of creatures because he kind of got into this. He was sitting next to what can only be described as a very beautiful red-headed woman, who we would all come to know as Abigail. And so they sort of were studying, and they noticed that they both had the same copy of the same book. And so they were both kind of studying up on hydras together. And in this moment, Finn sort of realizes as he sees everybody sort of take it down. I think part of the reason he wasn't hitting so well is because the hydra sort of brought back this memory for him. And to kind of see one kind of go down kind of brought a smile to his face as he's just kind of sitting there remembering about how he first kind of met Abigail in this wonderful wonderful scene in his mind.
Excellent. I love that.
Mhm.
And you sort of shake it off and you realize that you're sopping wet. It smells in here. There's no ventilation whatsoever. And you're swimming in this pool where you just felled this hydra with your companions.
Well, so are you following us up, Arland, or what's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna do more or not, because I think for the rest of us, we're gonna run out of magical kelp breathing stuff soon.
Oh, true. There was that other tunnel.
Would we have time, Dia?
Oh, you've expired your kelp already.
Oh,
yeah.
all right. Well, then we're drowning right now, Arlen. So you can if you
no,
want. But
you're in a pocket air cave.
oh, are we in a pocket air cave? Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah.
So we might
Yeah.
as well look at the other tunnel.
Yeah. I mean, if we're not going through the water, then yeah, I think we could. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I'm new to the underwater stuff, so I don't know.
Good thing you have an expert with you.
Yes. Very grateful.
All right.
I was muted.
Oh no. What were you
No.
saying?
I was just trying to chime in during the interaction. Max now has attention, so
Oh.
we can move on.
Okay. Yeah, so if you are going to investigate the other tunnels, I would like to know if everyone is traveling stealthily. What's the plan here?
Oh,
Would it be safe to say that how loud? Because we went into battle with it. Would that have echoed throughout the cave then?
Oh, yes.
I would say I'm not going to be stealthy because they probably already heard us.
Right. There was like roars and stuff, right?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So no,
It
don't
was
go
very
then.
loud. Okay.
At this
Excellent.
point.
You find that most of the tunnels are quite uninteresting. There are a few dead ends, and you turn around and you head towards another fork, and essentially you find that this cave system is more or less just a den for this creature. There are a few dead ends where you end up finding a variety of mushrooms that are growing here in the dark. You can see that there are these squat insectoid creatures that scuttle on the edges of perception, but they don't stay around long and they get scared away by your approach. Yes, Garen?
are any of the? Can I roll a survival to see if any of the mushrooms are edible or good?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay, 18. Yes, you find some deep cup mushrooms.
Okay.
And you know that these are poisonous.
Oh.
These, when you process them, you dry them out and you powder them, they can be turned into a paste that gives a severe itching. The kind of itching where it's extremely distracting and you have to do something about it. Otherwise, it will absolutely destroy all of your attention.
Okay. Garen was actually looking for mushrooms to contribute to dinner, but this works too.
You could, but everyone would be unhappy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll say that you can salvage 5 of those.
All right. This could be useful,
Mm-hmm.
but not wise to eat them. Sorry, KayBee.
And better luck next time.
Yes. I'm sure we can find plenty of yummy mushrooms somewhere else.
All in all, you get the sense that you have exhausted the majority of this cave system.
I guess we're gonna have to swim quick to get back out of here.
Yes.
Yes, I'm afraid we will.
I can help you all one at a time. As you're swimming, I'll just assist one of you to get to the surface, come back down, get another one of you, so on and so forth.
Sure.
I still have the long strider active, so that makes me pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah, so taking turns, you are absolutely able to safely maneuver back to the rowboat. KayBee, do you just go off first?
Yeah, when Arlen makes the first trip, I start out after her. I'm probably not as fast as she is, but I'll do a double move and just go directly right
Okay.
back.
Arlen, who do you take first, Garen or Finn?
Think I'm gonna go Finny Boy.
Okay. Garen, you find that you are down here alone for about 10 minutes. What do you do in those 10 minutes after KayBee's gone and Arlen has taken Finn to the surface?
Well, Garen is not normally afraid of the dark or claustrophobic, but I would say when you add in the isolation with this, Garen starts feeling kind of tense after a few minutes.
It is pitch black dark down there unless you have a light source that you turn on.
Does Garen have torches or something? Yes, he does have a torch. So, after everything, he feels confident that he can light a torch without drawing attention to himself.
Okay. You are standing there in the dark with your torch. And the warmth is comfortable. The smell of the oil burning, it is more pleasant than the stink of the cave itself. And you look down and you realize that you are not casting a shadow. You realize that the way that the light is washing over you is strange and unusual. You have no shadows on your person. You are either illuminated completely or not.
What? First I turned invisible, now this? What?
You hear a whisper. It is hard to make out. It seems to be coming from the torch itself. You look at the fire and you could swear you see a face for a brief moment. The outline of eyes and a mouth trying to speak to you.
Garen actually throws the torch in the water.
Hiss. You hear the torch extinguish and smoke fills the room. Darkness washes over you. You cannot see the torch. You cannot see the water. You cannot see the way the shadows do not touch your form. There's just darkness.
Yeah, and Garen's tension and paranoia just continues to escalate as he sits there quietly. Oh gods, what is he? What is this? Flames?
You have drawn the flames card.
Oh boy.
How does Garen react when all of a sudden, splash, Arlen reemerges with no warning?
He tries not to shout and immediately brings his arrow to point at, or brings his bow to point at Arlen before he realizes he doesn't have an arrow knocked.
Arlen, you
You
can
know
see
I was
perfectly.
coming back. Why are you freaking out?
Let's go. Let's just go.
All right.
Okay. Arlen takes Garen up to the rowboat, and it is there where Tully is fussing over Finn and KayBee.
I was really worried about you guys. It had taken you quite a while. I didn't really know what to do. Am I supposed to go in and try to save you? Do I just go back to the ship and say, oh, they're all dead? I guess we have to figure out who's the new captain now, but I'm glad you're okay.
Well, we're safer because you're here watching over us.
Yeah, I had my eyes open the whole time. And you see that Tully is gesticulating wildly with the sandwich, and the bologna that was in their sandwich goes slopping and hits the water, and immediately the dire seal begins to eat it all up.
Nom.
Arlen emerges with Garen.
Oh, there they are.
All back alive and well.
Captain, I have nothing to report since you dropped off Finn.
Good to know. Thank you.
Tully
That's-
proudly salutes you.
She salutes back.
Tully
All right.
blushes.
Let's get back to the ship.
Who's gonna row? Because it's very clear that Tully is not gonna row.
I can row.
Okay.
I'll as one little acknowledgement, I'll just say, don't worry about it, Pull. I'll do the rowing this time. You did it last time, and sit back, relax.
Okay. The group of you make your way back to the Sea Lily. And as you begin to embark onto the ship, you're pulling the rowboat back onto the main deck. You hear the ding ding of the bell as the boatswain Simona approaches the group of you. Captain, we are ready to head off at your word.
Word.
Right. You heard the captain! And you hear a string of shouts as the mast is released, and you hear the unfurling of fabric and the tightening of ropes and the clomping of feet as your crew go about to continue the direction of the Sahagin lair. I think this will be a good time for us to take a quick break. So please join us in taking a little stretch, and when we get back, we will begin our approach to the final enemy. We're back,
Bum, bum,
everybody. As the group of you are on the ship and you are beginning to continue your way towards the Sahagin fortress, we'll have a scene here real quick of everyone gathered in the map room, and you're going over the mission again. Just as a quick reminder, since it has been some time for our players, the mission is meant to be a reconnaissance. The council wants you to gather information and to try to get out without being caught, without causing any kind of trouble or revealing yourselves, if at all possible. You are to determine the strength of the Sahagin force, how many warriors, lieutenants, other battle-ready troops are present, to locate important areas in the fortress, where the barracks are, the officers are, the leaders are, discover any significant defensive measures, such as traps, and to discover how advanced the Sahagin preparations are and when they might mount their first attack. Cats.
Did he go nuts?
Let's say,
So you get the sense that if you do get caught, perhaps trying to deal with it quickly might be the best option. But the most important thing is that you get out.
Well, I can probably get us some detailed information really well inside there.
You get the sense that you going alone is probably not a great idea, even if your friends, your companions, are not the stealthiest. There's strength in numbers.
So what's the strategy there, Captain?
Well, our group is gonna be the ones going in. Those of us who wear heavy armor, we should probably not be wearing heavy armor as we try to sneak about this place.
Agreed.
And we will just get the information we need and get out.
So do the Sahagin, can they like see in the dark? Do we go at night?
I would know this as a underwater dweller, right? Do they see in the dark?
Arlen absolutely knows this. Sahagin starts with S.
It ends with Jin. It always ends with Jin.
They do not have dark vision.
Oh.
They don't see in the dark, so going in at night would probably be the best option. Plus, after everything we just went through, we should probably rest
Oh.
before we go.
Just kidding.
agree.
I lied. I can't fucking read. They have dark vision.
Okay.
Oh, they do have dark vision, so we can go whenever the fuck we want. And
Sorry, yo.
But even still,
so I think it would be best to rest.
They can only see so far at night, and you can see farther.
That's true.
So we go in a boat. We can like use a fog cloud. I can do a fog cloud. We can like sneak in there in a boat.
I think we should make landfall nearby. And then what I would do if I were scouting alone is I would make a circuit around to see the entire external area, see if there's any ways in, and then try to make my way in and get internal knowledge.
I think if we can avoid going in by water, that will be the way we want to do, because they'll have sentries in the water, and even if we go in by boat and we have a fog cloud around us, they'll be able to see the boat under the water approaching.
Indeed.
I agree.
Didn't somebody say that it was like sunken? Their tower, something was sunken?
DM, remind us.
Someone had a vision. I don't remember who it was.
Neither do I.
I think it was KayBee. You had a glimpse.
Yeah. The question I
Yeah.
asked is, how do we sneak
Yeah.
in? What's the secret way to get in? And the answer was a vision that somehow it was sunken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm trying to convey all of that vision energy to say the secret is, you know what I mean?
Group of you hear a ding ding as you open the window of the captain's quarters and you peer out. You can see that you have arrived. You see for the first time the island fortress. A rock outcropping thrusts up from the sea to form an island here, just offshore. It reckons to be 500 feet in diameter and is separated from the shoreline by a span of about 200 feet. You have the choice here to make landfall, take a rowboat, make your way closer, or you can try to swim around the island to see what you can divine.
So we see their fortress, which means they probably see us.
Maybe.
Arlen, it might be wise is once we make landfall, have the ship come back either tomorrow or later to give us some time to scout, and then they appear to leave. Takes them out of danger and might even obfuscate our landing.
I agree. I think we should make a landfall, camp a little bit away from their island, and have the ship leave and return. Or I'm looking at kind of the region map. Is there kind of a landfall place nearby that's far enough away that we think could be a good meeting spot?
So, we are currently... hold on. We are currently up... God, where's north? One map
North
where,
is
like,
west.
north is not up.
North is
North
right.
is right.
Okay.
Yeah, North is right.
So that means y'all are headed west. So you are essentially here by the Sahagin Fortress. It is on an island at an inlet here. You can see that the river wraps around it and will continue further inland. So there isn't really like another island to hide around, essentially, but you could tell the
Maybe a little bit down the shore or something.
yeah, you can tell them to go away and come back after a
And
certain
come back to
period
this
of time.
landmark right here thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll tell them to leave and then come back tomorrow night.
Okay. We'll say that Imloth is there with you, your first mate, and they say, "Very well, Captain. Are there any provisions that you will need?"
Yeah, I'll pack us a couple meals. Captain, should we take a couple crew members with us? I think Quick is kind of itching for a fight.
Anybody that is stealthy, but we don't want to take too many.
Yeah, it's true.
Three.
Maybe one, perhaps two at the most.
Is Tully stealthy?
No, no, he's not.
No.
It's
When
the opposite.
he really wants to be, but most of the time probably not.
No.
I also suggest when we make landfall, no fires, even for cooking.
It's fine by me.
Light can be seen from a long ways away.
Very good.
Do we have any extra leather armor or anything on the ship?
Yes.
All right. Then you and I need to change.
Okay.
Okay.
Can do, Captain.
Very good. You find Agni, the quartermaster, comes up to you and says, "We have a variety of oils and grease. You think that might be of any assistance for you?"
Might as well take a little. Yeah.
They will offer you a flask of oil.
Nice.
Perfect. Do we have any studded leather armor or just regular leather armor?
Unfortunately, I think we only have the regular.
That's fine. I will take a leather armor.
Very good. I believe that belonged to Simona at one point, but they have not been using it as they have been actively boatswain on the ship, and they volunteered the item for your service.
Right? Be sure to thank them for me if I don't see them by the time I leave.
Yes, Captain.
And then, what would you like?
What are the... Sorry, what were the choices again?
Do we have a chain shirt for Finn?
Chain shirt. I can ask the crew. I will be back shortly. Agni
Alright.
goes, and about 20 minutes later, he'll come back. And let's see. He looks a bit hesitant as he returns, and he has a chain shirt in his possession. He looks up at you, Finn, and says, "This belongs to Book." You would remember Book to be the individual with braided black hair, and it's shorn on one side, and they have an intense look to them. Book is very quiet, very intense. They keep to themselves, and there's something kind of intimidating about them. They have a certain presence with them. This is very treasured of Books, so I would be careful with it if possible.
Yes, I'll be as careful with it as I can. I'll treasure it.
Very good.
So, quick question. I think a few of us know that. I think it's Book. Book is a shape changer, right?
Yeah, I think you
They're-
haven't confronted them about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think probably take this just as a quick aside with Arlen. Yeah, do you think that maybe we ask Book to come with us? There might be benefit if if they change into a Sahagin. If we have to. I don't know if they're open to danger.
You would know that Book is not forthcoming about being a shifter.
Okay.
I think it would be better to let them stay here.
Yeah.
We did just take their armor as well.
This is
So
true.
it'd be weird to take their armor and also be like, hey, would you like to come into danger with us?
Not everybody wants adventure.
That's true. That's what we're here for. All right, is everybody ready?
Okay. You enlist the services of Quick, a fighter. If you do want to have another person go with you, you would probably most benefit from having Imloth there. Because
Can't
Imloth
take
is
my-
the most...
Can't take my first mate.
It's true. Do you want to settle for just Quick then?
I think that's wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Quick joins the party. All right. As the group of you begin to climb into the boat, pole included, you begin to make your way towards the shore. About 10 minutes after you have rowed away from the sea lily, the bundle of provisions in your ship begins to wiggle a little bit.
Tully.
No, is it rats? Oh my god! Somebody get a stick, poke it.
Garen
I of
on
course
the
suspect I
outside.
know who's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you poke
Garen
it?
already knows.
Gently.
I'm very sneaky, thank you very much.
I don't know about that.
Tully, you're not sneaky at all, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I didn't make a sound for 10 minutes.
We're going to be gone for a lot longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Very much
Okay.
so.
Well, I'll try harder.
Yes.
Well, you're with us, so
Yeah,
quiet.
you're stuck with me. Oh, okay.
Charlie, do
Yeah,
you at
no
least
trouble.
what do you have for a weapon? Just in case. We don't want to fight, but just in case.
Tully steals the stick that's in your hand, KayBee, and holds it up.
I check him out. Does he have a weapon of some sort?
No. He has
Tully,
stolen a pot from your kitchen.
Tully, I think you know that I can't let you go by unpunished for sneaking onto this mission.
Oh, damn.
You see his ears kind of droop.
And
You're
the
right,
punishment
Captain.
will be quite severe, I'm afraid.
Oh no. You see him wringing his hands on the stick, looking nervously.
On the next naked day, you may not participate.
He looks up at the sky. You see his eyes wide and wet, threatening tears. It's all right, Captain. I understand. I want to
glad
be
you
a better
understand.
crewmate. I want to be a part of the team, and I know there's responsibility in that.
There is.
I got along with the punishment, KayBee, I think you've proven yourself a bit. I want to give you something. Because I don't use it as much as I use my great club, and he'll pull out his hand axe and hand it over to Tully. In case we need you at all, I want you to be able to maybe not so much fight, but at least defend yourself.
He immediately just drops the stick. He holds the axe with both hands and looks up at you, crying softly.
No one's ever given me a weapon before.
Well, I am the one that bailed you out of jail, so if anyone should trust you, and I've seen what you've done. You've helped all of us out. You've been there for a lot of us. I mean, yes, you did sneak up on us with this mission, but you're just
hear a
excited.
sudden battle cry as he whams the axe down, and it clunk. It bites into the side of the rowboat, like the rail around the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Structurally, the boat's fine, but it embeds deeply into the rail there. And there's a battle frenzy that is just shaking Tully's entire form.
Perhaps
this
hold
is
that
why
en-
I'm not captain.
Perhaps hold on to that energy for when we need it, Tully.
Yes.
Tully sits down.
Yeah, you're right.
I rub my hand along that rent board, that cracked board, and I mend it a little bit. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Tully sits down, and you see him just shaking it off. And he begins to grow quiet as you approach. As you're closing the distance with the isle, you see that the island is bare of vegetation other than mosses, lichens, seaweed, and the occasional clump of coarse grass. No wildlife appears present, but for a few clouds of insects and small mollusks. In stark contrast to the other sites along the coast, you see that there are no seabirds near this island. As had been reported by the scouts, the two lizard folk that had accompanied you and given you the map at the beginning of this adventure, a long stone causeway leads southward from the marshy coastline, crossing the entire span just above the waterline. By looking south from the coast, you can see that it ends at the ledge with a large set of stone doors just beyond. The fortress does have a land entrance if you want to go that way. The group of you take a moment as you make landfall to review the map that was given to you by the lizard folk scouts. There are 3 entrances. One given to you by KayBee's vision that he has described to you, and one visible from the surface here. The third is the cave entrance revealed to you by the scouts.
And what does this fortress look like? It's a tower?
It has a rocky exterior. You can see that it's built into a small mountain here. You can see that there are many handholds in the way that it has been hewn into the stone. So if you wanted to climb the fortress, you could. But essentially, it's a small island with a single structure.
And does that structure have windows?
There are... no high windows that you can see.
And is there a parapet on top? The crenellations? Looks like the teeth, stony teeth. Where
No. It is more of like a flat fortress. It is single tiered. It doesn't have multiple levels that you can see. Perhaps built into the mountain, but nothing that's looking out towards you. From where you are, they couldn't see you.
So basically, it's just like a box.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what will it be? Do you want to press a land entrance here? Do you want to go into the small cave? Or would you like to go around to the south side of the island, which will require the boat?
I think we're all sitting there like this and we're watching Arlen.
think we should trust KB's vision. But I think we also need to rest first before we make any moves.
Okay.
I do agree with resting, but I think we should scout the cave first. Less likely to be guarded.
You get the sense that if you rest here, it's probably a lot safer. The cave will draw you into the direction of the fortress. The fortress is some distance away still. You would have to march onto it.
Might be best to rest real quick.
Okay.
Great.
Well,
Break out sandwiches.
do you light a fire?
No.
Okay. We can have effectively a long rest here if you like. The next 6 to 8 hours are very boring. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. You hear bugs, perhaps, but that's about it. There are no birds whatsoever that come to the area. There are no critters. But you get a decent night of sleep.
And did we have time on the boat for Garen to have done gear maintenance after being in the salt water, or no?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Then he does.
There
just
would have been several
change.
hours between the blue hole and reaching the fortress
Okay.
here.
Then he does just general maintenance tonight before sleep.
Okay. So, with the cave entrance. There's a big map associated with the next part of this adventure. Just want to make sure I don't fuck it
Yay.
up. Huh? Okay. Oh, wow. I think as time goes on, you realize that in conjunction with your vision, KayBee, the reason it looks like a small box is because it's sunken, right? So it has subterranean levels versus higher levels above ground.
Cool, cool.
Wait, this can't be right. What the? Do y'all just go to the deepest level?
Yes, we do. Yes.
That can't be right.
I'm pretty sure it's right.
Pretty sure, yeah.
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 This is a 3-level dungeon. Hold on, am I reading this correctly?
Well, now it's just a 1-level dungeon.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing eventful on levels 1 and 2, just 3.
Okay. Holy shit, y'all. Alright. Be interesting. Maybe this campaign won't last much longer. Alright,
Oh.
No!
Oh boy.
Okay, you pack up the supplies of your camp, and you begin to make your way towards the cave that KayBee had seen in his vision. And as you do, you find that it is a series of winding tunnels, and you are heading down almost immediately. It seems that these tunnels are going to be opening up into some of the lower levels of the fortress. You are avoiding the first level almost entirely by going this route. You hear almost nothing. The cave is mostly featureless. It seems to have been roughly hewn out. It's a bit difficult to discern what kind of creature might have made these tunnels, but they were definitely not here for a very long time. They are on the newer side.
So I think as we make our way, we take note of the lay of the land, you know, to, I guess, to inform forces that might invade if like we're doing the scout for a future invasion. Places to where, okay, this is a point we want to hold and defend right here, kind of thing. Just kind of from that perspective of how an assault might be done. Try to gain that kind of perspective.
Absolutely.
Of course, being the military masterminds that we are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Garen is former military scout, so yes, he would definitely be looking.
Yes, this route seems to be the most ideal. There is no evidence whatsoever that the Sahagin have utilized this route. It seems untrodden for a very long time. Let me just make sure the map is correct here.
Also, you said it's in the forest, so probably decent cover so they could approach quietly, depending on the size of the forest.
No, there isn't a forest.
Oh.
There's barely any vegetation here whatsoever. But the way that it is set up, the fortress is, let's essentially say, like, there's a rock path that leads up towards it, and you have essentially gone to the side and towards a side entrance, a cave, and have followed into the cave. This map is fucking huge. Jeez. Here we go. All right. Polygon reveal. This is such a big map. You can't look at how tiny y'all are.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I gotta zoom
You're-
so far in just to.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know how I
see
feel.
Oh.
Y'all are so small that your health bars just completely cover this up.
Mhm.
What the heck? Here you go. Okay. So essentially, you have found that the passage opens up into a small chamber. On the opposite side, there's another passage that just leads on through.
Well,
You
How
get the
dark will-
sense, we'll say that Garen, like your direction sense as a scout in the military, you are essentially right underneath the double doors. You don't know how far down you are, but this is the entrance to the fortress, but way down in the ground.
Yeah, Garen's not used to adding a z-axis to his calculations of where he's at. But, yeah. Garen would actually look up. I think we're under the front doors right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give everybody my dark vision. Stay close and
Yeah.
lead the way.
Which, yeah, that is something I wanted to ask. Is it dark enough that Garen needs to be near Arlen?
Uh,
The caves,
or-
it might be.
in the caves, definitely. And you've been traveling through the caves for about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Because I think, and Garen, you can confirm, I think when you are in the dark, you're more dangerous, right? Right?
Garen, no. He does not have any modifiers being in the dark.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Just light draws attention, so he doesn't like being in the dark. Or like turning on lights.
Arlen just kind of moves Garen to the front.
Okay. Yeah, so you want to move further into the chamber here?
Aye.
Okay.
Garen can't do much scouting right now. He's got to stay near you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're all sneaking, so
True.
can move
How
as a
close do we need to be?
group. 10 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
Here, I'll give you your radius back. There you go.
Nothing
That's
else
10 feet.
Nothing else if Garen is really perceptive.
That's
Maybe the person who peeks around corners.
Yeah. So he will take the lead then. Do we need
Okay.
to roll stealth checks now or
Yes.
later?
Let me get some stealth checks from the group here.
Okay. Roll 20. I think I clicked, right? There it is. Oh,
That's-
boo.
You are not in heavy armor.
I don't know how to turn it out.
No worries.
So it's a 21.
Okay, 21 from Finn, 13 from Garen, 17 from KayBee, and a 13 from Arlen. Perhaps to some of your surprises, you are being quite stealthy here. You find that there is a lack of sound. There doesn't seem to be any activity where you are presently. And as you're making your way into this chamber, you see that there is only a singular path forward. And the further you get into this chamber and past it, there's a smell of death, something rotting, and it is permeating this space here. It is becoming quite overwhelming. It smells like a rotten fish.
I want to add, the only sound you guys hear from Garen is him muttering very quietly, berating himself for being too noisy.
Too noisy with a 13.
For him, that's loud. That's a bad roll.
All right, feel free to move your tokens.
Oh boy.
So what's the best approach? Is it a single file?
It's up to y'all.
Yeah, because we're not all going to be able to be in the radius of the dark vision if we're single file.
Then again, how
So-
many chances are we going to
well-
see for 600 feet? Probably a lot of bends and turns, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I can step. I've got dark vision. I can step out of it.
I do too.
So Garen's the only one who needs to be
Yeah.
cuddled
My-
up to the other one.
Yeah.
My radius or my aura should be bigger.
Yes, it should be not one square in each side, but 2 squares in each side.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Bingo. Let's go. Let's go.
Blammo.
Garen's going to continue down carefully, but not too slowly. Also trying to pan the map around.
Yeah, this is a huge map, y'all. I'm gonna have so much trouble like switching between the displays to make sure I have the map on the screen. Okay, you essentially come up to what looks like a stone slab. It's clearly been affixed into place where the tunnel comes to an abrupt end. It seems as if you might be able to maneuver this in order to squeeze through. There is water that is pooling out from the other side towards you, and it's coming down in trickles, and you just smell this awful stink of a rotting corpse.
Oh, that smells.
Breathe through your mouths. Garen creeps up to the door.
I wonder if there's like a trap or something.
Oh, there could be.
Call.
There could be.
With Garen's 20 passive perception, does he see traps, or do you want me to roll?
You don't see traps, but with your extraordinary perception check, I will say that you hear something. As you're coming up closer, you can hear the sound of someone screaming nearby. It seems to echo from the other side. This slab is mostly fixed into place, but you can hear it through the wall, essentially. There seems to be some activity on the other side presently.
I heard a scream. Be wary.
Okay.
All right. Garen will try to gently push on the slab, see if it makes any noise as he moves it.
Okay, yes. So you get the sense that it will move. I will need a DC 13 athletics check to move it.
Good thing he's not bad at athletics, but apparently not good enough.
Okay, I think with a 10, the reason why you're not able to move it is because you're trying to be really careful and quiet here. So you are able to push it, but you're doing it at a very excruciatingly slow pace here, trying to be extra careful.
Yeah, Garen probably is trying to get it just far enough open where we can each slip through.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You managed to do so after some time, and you can hear the screaming beginning to subside. And as you're able to peek through, being in the aura of Arlen's vision here, you see there's a corpse of some giant eel-like creature on the ground here.
Watch your step, Garen says he slides through.
Yeah, do we have our teammates with us, Tully and Quick? Do they have tokens?
Yes. Yes. Do you want Tully to be with you? Or do you want
If
to tell
we
Tully
think-
to stay with the ship? The
If we
boat?
think, I don't know. We looked to Arlen, but if we think he can obey and be quiet. Of course, he's demonstrated obedience quite a bit, right?
I think I told him that if he can stay quiet for the stealthy mission, then he can participate in the naked day. So
Okay.
hopefully that incentivizes him enough to be
Adrian's
quiet.
Party. All right.
He might be squirming.
Okay,
in
this is gonna be interesting. There's Quick.
Yeah.
There's Tully. Tully has 7 hit points.
What?
Alright.
No.
Level up.
As the group of you begin to push into this chamber here, you can see there's something going on just beyond the door. You seem to be in something of like a prison cell, and on the other side, you're able to see
Oh.
Oh my.
that someone is being tortured.
Oh.
That's not nice.
They're currently being tortured by 3 Sahagin. This is the first time that most of you have seen Sahagin in person. Let me get art for y'all.
Do we recognize what kind of person is being tortured? I think I know what that is, but I'll let you tell us.
Yes, it is a Lokatha, I believe. You see this fish folk that is currently bound and wailing. You see them eventually begin to pass out from the pain, and the Sahagin begin to murmur with one another under low breaths. Let me pull up the art for you.
I look to the captain with this look on my face that's like begging mercy. It's a sad look.
No, we didn't know it would come to this. Yeah, we're just gonna stealth in here. We're not gonna be heroes, no.
Yeah, Garen is doing the shush pantomime.
As they murmur amongst themselves, eventually they seem to have other plans and they begin. Hello? They begin to move on and they disappear into the corridor to the south.
I'd say Garen would start to move out then. Cautiously.
Okay. As you're looking around, you see that this is a long room that has 5 doors evenly spaced along the northern wall, and there are metal bars that secure each one of these cells.
Is it locked, Garen?
It's locked. You're muted.
Okay, Garen's gonna pull out his thieves' tools and unlock.
Yeah.
Yay! You get to unlock a door.
I
know,
will
right?
guidance.
Okay.
Nice.
26, absolutely. You make quick, deft work of this. And as you hear the delicate mechanical tinkering of the lock here, there's a snarl that erupts from the cell to your left, as there's some sort of creature there thrashing about, seems to be curious of the noise that is coming from the cell beside it. And you hear footsteps to your right, and someone says, "Is someone there?"
No, don't worry about it.
Garen finishes unlocking.
I watch carefully for the approach of a guard, and I'm ready to act if I see a guard come.
Okay. Yeah, within seconds, Garen opens this lock.
He's gonna, as Garen does, try to gently open it with as little noise as possible. And then step through
Okay.
and peek around this one to the cell to the right and see who is talking.
Yes. As soon as you step out, you see that there is a humanoid on the other side here, a Triton. They look at you wide-eyed, almost bewildered, as if they can't believe what they're seeing. They are dressed in rags. You can see whatever possessions they might have once possessed. They do not own them presently. And they say, "Where did you come from?"
Voice down. Don't alert anyone.
They lower their voice. "Who are you?"
We're from Saltmarsh. Who are you?
"My name is Kish. They took my sea lion companion." "I don't know what they're going to do with me. All I've seen is people being dragged out of here. They don't come back."
Well,
"I was captured,
yeah.
unconscious when they brought me here, so I unfortunately don't have any information I can give you. But if you let me out, I can help you. I'm a fighter."
Very well.
Do they
Garen
seem
would-
trustworthy from their
Yeah.
demeanor?
Insight check. I mean, if someone's in a cell, they're probably pretty desperate. You definitely
Right.
can smell the desperation on them. 23 insight from Garen.
Good roll there.
16 from KayBee. 14 from Finn. 19 from Arlen. You all get the sense that this person is truthful. They seem pretty determined to get out of here. They physically look like they are quite capable. You see that this Triton person has a blue-green ombre of scales from their face all the way to their finned ears. They have a very muscular build, but again, they don't have any weapons on them.
let him out, Garen.
Yes, that seems prudent.
Okay.
15.
With a 15, you'll be able to open it, no problem. It will take a little longer than previously. Is there anything that anyone wants to do while Garen takes a few minutes to do this?
Once he opens the door, I'm gonna give Kish. I think you said their name is Kish.
Yeah, they'll say, my name is Kish.
Give them my hand axe.
Okay.
I'll take that off my sheet.
They hold the hand axe and begin to rush over here to the other cell, and they immediately reach in. You see this very unusual creature to most of you. It is essentially, for a lack of better terms, a cross between a fish and a lion. It is a hulking creature here, the size of a horse. And you can see that it is calming down at the presence of Kish. And it leans in and rests its head against Kish's open hand. Please, you have to let them out of here.
All right. One more time.
And I think you said there's this person down here is Locantha.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I rush over there. What are they laying down? Are they hurt? Are they?
Yes, they are bound by manacles. They seem to have been actively tortured. They are not in a dying state. They are stable, but they are literally unconscious right now.
Okay. Do the manacles have a lock on them? Can I use my thieves' tools to unlock that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I forgot KayBee had thieves' tools also.
I do.
Okay, 21. Yeah, you free this individual here, but they are not conscious to thank you.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, Garen got a 25 to open the door for the sea lion. So
I turn to Kish quietly. Do you know this person over here?
The sea lion, as the gate is made open, begins to prowl out and very protectively curls up beside Kish. Kish is throwing their arms around the creature, looking over at the Locatha. No, I do not know them. I believe that they were also taken here alongside the sea eel. I see, regrettably, it has not made it.
Does the Locatha have are they garbed? Are they wearing clothing?
They're wearing rags.
They're just rags?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess try to make them comfortable. I'm not super strong. I got 10 strength, but if they're in an awkward position, I'll try to make them comfortable, stretch them out, or maybe seat them up against the wall.
Yeah, you remove them from this rack that they're on, and you seat them up against the wall. They are still unconscious, but probably way more comfortable than they were before.
Arlen, do you think I can give him water from my canteen?
That's your water.
I mean, it's fresh water. It's not going to be a problem, right?
Nah.
I take a look, and I'm trying to.
It'll
guess.
be fine.
Okay, yeah, it'll be fine.
I try to pour a little bit of water in the mouth from my canteen.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hesitant. I don't want to hurt somebody.
Yeah. they spit the water out, and they you see their long catfish-like whiskers. They kind of puff up every time that they cough, and their eyes are hazy as they look at you. They immediately start to recoil.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
I don't know what language they speak,
okay.
but
They respond to you in common.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm KayBee. We're trying to get you guys out of here. Can you walk?
My companion, my eel. He immediately begins to shift onto his knees, and he's trying to pull himself pitifully.
You can lean on me. Just put your hand right there.
He leans up against you willingly, and he smells awful. You can see that there are fresh wounds on his body, and as you're assisting him, his filth is covering you. And
that's fine. He can't help it. And as he tries to stand up, I'm gonna use cure wounds. There's a swirl of leaves that appear magically on the wind as I put my hand on their side and give them a touch of healing.
Okay. He seems, you see the wounds on his body begin to magically stitch up before your eyes, and immediately the weight that he's leaning on you is reduced as he straightens himself, and he begins to accompany you as the two of you move towards the center of the room.
I'm sorry. I think your friend didn't make it.
Oh. He rushes forward and he throws himself at the side of this dead creature, and he begins to cradle its large bulbous head, and he strokes it. I believe that my dear companion has thrashed itself to death in attempts to escape. Oh. My understanding is that...
How'd you get captured and brought here? Where you from?
Oh, we were scouting the edge of the water here. A small island, mostly featureless. I found myself wandering through caves, and my hunting trip has landed me in a place that I am deeply regretting now.
Oh, maybe we can get you out of here.
And I point to the tunnel. I said,
That's a way out. I don't know if you want to help us scout this place, but if you have to leave, that's a way out.
I don't think I will be of much help. I am wounded. Without my companion, I
think he might need some help. Would you like Tully to go with him, Arlen?
Yes.
Tully, has the hand axe over his shoulders. He has his thumb hooked into his belt.
We've got a boat. You want to see the boat?
I suppose. I'm so sorry that I can't be of any use.
Did the Locantha give us their name?
My name is Borges. I'm a hunter.
You being safe and getting healthy is more important.
Thank you, strangers.
Name is Finn, by the way.
Finn.
I'm Tully. I'll be your bodyguard.
He's wildly good with that axe.
Emphasis on
On the
wild.
wild.
So Tully, with his 7 hit points, is going to escort this guy out of here. They head down the hallway. And Quick moves up to your side, KayBee, and begins to gesture to you in sign language, and passes on the notion that this was probably a very wise choice. Because Tully is not subtle whatsoever.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be important on this mission.
Okay. As you kind of enter towards the mouth of this chamber here, you can see that there is a hallway that continues south. As you're kind of gathered here at the entrance of this crossway, you hear quite a bit of chatter coming from the south, Garen particularly. You get the sense that there are quite a few gathered in whatever chamber is down a set of stairs.
I'm assuming that if these Sahagin have dark vision, there's probably not much light.
There are some sconces lit. I'll say for this adventure to not worry too much about it
Okay.
moving forward because you're out of the caves.
So Garen can stealth ahead and try to see what noise they're making, or try to see what he can see, and then come back to the party.
Okay. Yes, you can do that.
All right. Stealth. Well, that's better than his last stealth roll.
I will say, moving forward, I want you to move your token to where you want to go and then roll the stealth.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're getting up towards about there, you get a better vantage point of what is going on within. It is essentially dim light. So the visibility is quite low, but you can see quite clearly that this is some kind of an arena.
Ooh.
Right. Garen's not going to spend too much time down there, and he's going to head back.
I guess, is there illumination in that room?
Great question. I will be totally honest. I didn't think we are going to go into the third floor of this dungeon. So I'm prepping on the fly. We'll say that it's dimly lit. There are some blazing braziers there. Kind of putting the two and two together, you suspect that that's a death arena, and those are the holding cells.
Right. There's a
Oh.
lot of them down there.
Well, that
And
sucks.
Give me a
There wasn't
history
much
check,
for it.
Garen. Let's see, just at a quick glance as you poked your head in to see how many of a count you could get.
11.
11? Okay, there were at least 20 Sahagin in that room. You're not sure about how accurate that is.
He didn't really look too hard. He just saw many, saw aggression, said, we don't want to go that way.
Does anybody know Fireball?
No.
Me too.
Yeah, there's at least 20 of them, and they seem to be watching a blood sport.
That's fun.
Best if we avoid that direction.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Right, let's go this way. And Arlen points this direction.
To the east. As you begin to head east, you see that it opens up into a fork.
Naturally. All straight halls in a dungeon tend to be very scary.
Yeah,
kind
because
of-
you don't know where you're going, and you can tell that you're deep underground right now.
Uh-huh.
Let's go this way. And Arlen points right.
Okay. You begin to head down the hall. And from the geography, it becomes quite clear as you're heading around the bends here that essentially it's opening up into that arena as well. The arena must have multiple entrances.
Yeah. Garen was probably hearing it even before the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
Right, let's go back and look the other way.
Good idea.
Mew.
Okay. You head north and you find a winding tunnel. That eventually wraps back around, and there's a set of doors that are open. Hold on. It's a lot of tokens to move around.
Right?
We've got our own little army here. Okay. As you're approaching here, you can hear the sound of metal being manipulated. The sound of blades, the sound of armor, the sound of metal scraping against stone. As you kind of peek your head towards the door, you get the sense that this might be a storage room of some kind. And there's definitely someone in there.
Does it sound like several someones?
Oh, yes. Just for the sake of, like, streamness, so I don't have to click a million times, I'll just gonna reveal the rooms as you kind of come up on them.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, so as you come closer here, you notice first that this is a barracks, and there are a number of stairs. Oh, I would say that you don't see the stairs because you're not stepped completely in yet. You see that there are quite a few people here. A swaying mass of seaweed fills the eastern side of the room. You can see that there are coffers laying up against the walls toward the north and west here with the lids closed. And you can see that there is a group of warriors gathered.
And some of the people are different. I guess
Yes.
is this Sahagin and then this is something else?
They are all Sahagin. You can see that they can be distinguished by what they're wearing. The individual at the fore seems to have a sort of natural armor, scales of calcified protein or something, chitin growing out of their shoulders, and they appear to be much broader in shape and size, a bit hulkier. I'm gonna need stealth checks from everybody, being this close.
Oh.
Ruh-roh.
Famous last words.
That's a 1.
Damn.
24, 28, and a 10.
If I only got higher, we could have hidden Arlen.
Okay. Arlen, what happens to draw their attention?
I kick a piece of rock that's jutting out of the ground. And I say, "Ow!"
As you say ow, the heads of the Sahagin snap towards your direction, and they all raise their weapons. And that is where we're going to pick up our session next time.
Oh.
Yeah, there's quite a few bad guys in here. This is gonna be
That's
interesting.
fine.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Really, really appreciate the show of support. Thank you so much for the raise. Thank you so much for the cars. Thank you so much for the follows. We're going to go around real quick, and we are going to reintroduce ourselves, tell you who we are, where you can find us, and what our favorite part of the session was. And we'll start in reverse order. We'll start with Zombie.
Me? What? Hello. My name is yeah. Okay, I'm gonna restart. Hello. My name is Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm over with your names yet to call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. Today I have two special moments, one in game, one out of game. In game, I would probably say fighting the Hydra was kind of really fun. I feel like all of us kind of got like a little bit of moments in there. And sort of to divulge a little bit on backstory for Finn, I think, about that whole thing, getting to finally share some more backstory and stuff was nice. And then out of game would be gifting everybody with that lovely Tully art. I've been holding on to that for a little while now, and it was just kind of nice to kind of show it off, because I think we can all agree the MVP of this game is Tully. He's the fan favorite. So it's only right that if all of us who are the heroes of this game get art, I think probably one of the more important NPCs we have should also have art.
Aw, that is so special and wonderful. Thank you so much. That is really cool.
And then, before I pass it off, if you are so kind to find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89, I do the promo video finale of this game, but also Rise of the Frost Maiden, which will be here next week. I play in that too. I play in both these games, and I remember to point that out this time. Hooray! If you go to that Twitter, you'll see a pinned tweet made by the lovely lady May. Go follow May. May is great. You will find that there is a business card there, along with the Twitch clipping, which I do a lot of, so I feel like I'm okay to charge for that. We have audio editing and video editing that I do. If you or anybody else you know is looking for an editor, please send them my way. I'm looking to be hired. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, John was not able to join us today, but you can find all of Indicarus's links there in chat. Please check out their itch.io. They have made a number of different games, and he's also playing the keyword Hero Deity Warlock Patron from Greyhawk Companion, and you can check out all those links in chat. We'll hop on over to you, GodfatherWraith.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith. I really don't have a social media presence, so no reason to talk about that. But you can pretty much find me here in Stella's chat whenever she's live, or a lot of other streamers that are part of the community. I'll be in their chats every now and again. Honestly, I'd say my favorite part was, the Tully art. I enjoyed that so much. It was so beautiful. So great.
Thank you so much. KayBee, GeekDice.
Hey, folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here next Wednesday and Zombie as well, as we play in the Frost Maiden campaign. So please don't miss that. Join us next Wednesday. Had a lot of fun tonight. I think my favorite moment was the artfully delivered Law and Order punishment of Ireland, administering captain's justice and managing expectations with her subordinate. So I think that was sharp, spot on, brilliant.
Tully definitely had some character development today.
I think he's feeling it. He's gonna level up soon.
Yeah, he needs it. He literally only has 7 HP, y'all. He's just a goblin. All right, thank you so much. And then we'll pass it on over to Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. My favorite part tonight was Tully sneaking in. I thought that was really funny, partially expected, but I really liked the lead up to the punishment and then using that punishment continuously to be like, okay, if you can sneak around really well, then you can still be a part of Naked Day next time. And yeah, I think it was great. It was a lot of fun. Totally makes everything better.
Aw, thank you so much. I'm Steluna. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to support the channel, a free way you can do so is by following us here on Twitch, following us on YouTube. That way you get notifications for when we go live and when we upload new content. I would say that my favorite part, I really enjoyed the moment of being able to freak Garen out a little bit.
Oh,
And
yeah, that was
introducing some supernatural elements to Garen, because I mean, it's only a matter of time before it's your turn to get cursed, right? In this campaign, right?
I mean, technically, he is already cursed.
More cursed. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your night. We'll be back not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night, everybody. Bye.